Welcome to another episode of Tech Talk, where we delve into the world of Kubernetes and how you can jump in and contribute to this exciting technology. Today, we're exploring not just what Kubernetes is, but how you can get involved in its documentation and website development. A lot of people think contributing to open source projects is only for the coding wizards out there, but that's not the case at all. So let's kick things off with a quick overview of Kubernetes. For those who may not be familiar, Kubernetes is an open source platform that automates container operations. Just imagine it as a conductor of an orchestra, ensuring that every part of your application is playing in harmony, scaling up or down as needed, and managing traffic seamlessly. But here's the twist. Today, we're focusing on the Kubernetes documentation, which plays a vital role in making this powerful tool accessible. Think of the documentation as a guidebook for adventurers venturing into the wild world of Kubernetes. Now, if you're interested in contributing, the Kubernetes community has streamlined this process. First off, you'll need a few tools handy, like Git, Go, and Hugo, which is their static site generator. Don't worry if that sounds daunting, we'll break that down. Now let's talk about the process. First, you'll want to clone the Kubernetes website repository from GitHub, which is like making a personal library copy of the documentation, and start tinkering. You can run it on your machine using Hugo or even in a container with Docker. It's like choosing between building a treehouse in your backyard or renting a construction site. Both get you to the same result. Have you ever faced a tech hiccup? Perhaps you've run into an error that says you have too many open files. It's on Mac OS when trying to run your local server. Well, that's a common issue. It's an excellent opportunity to learn how to tweak your settings and gain a deeper understanding of your system. And what about maintaining the API reference docs? Picture this. You pull in the latest Swagger specifications, update your local docs, and voila, creating a pull request for your changes. It's collaborative, and you're not just submitting changes. You're engaging with fellow developers and reviewers to refine your contributions. If you are new to all this, fear not. New contributor ambassadors in the Kubernetes community are there to guide you through your first pull requests. It's a warm invitation to be a part of something bigger than yourself. You'll learn, grow, and who knows, you might even become a mentor yourself one day. As we dive into this topic today, I'd love to know, what's the most challenging aspect you've faced in contributing to an open source project? Is it understanding the documentation, or perhaps just getting started? Before we wrap up, let's remember that contributing to open source is not just about code, it's about community. From localization efforts to mentoring newcomers, every single contribution counts. So, whether you're a seasoned developer or just getting your feet wet, there's a place for you in the Kubernetes community. Let's get involved, break down any barriers you might perceive, and turn those ideas into reality. Thanks for joining me today as we explored the fascinating world of Kubernetes documentation. I hope you feel inspired to dive in and contribute your unique voice. Until next time, keep innovating and sharing your discoveries with the world.